Hey guys, good morning, welcome to the live session of Stocksnipertrading. My name is Dave, guys, my partner is Ron. Let's get down to business here, guys.
In on US 30, sell, okay? I'm jumping in. Guys, that's a 100 pip drop. Yes, we caught it. Hey, guys, 200 pips, please, secure.
Trading with a perfect broker is the key, which takes you one step ahead. At AAAFx, we have you covered. The future of Forex is zero commission. Here at AAAFx, we offer ultra low commission, which starts at 99 cents per lot. Our account's spreads start from 0.0 pips. With account leverage up to 500x, and can have a minimum deposit of $100, with an additional 100% deposit bonus, regulated by HEMC Greece, compliant with ESMA, EU, regulated with FSCA, South Africa. Nothing to lose, but something to gain. Trade with the world's most liquid market provider, AFX, recommended by Stocksnipertrading. To get started, use the affiliate link below.
As a trader, we all look for tight or low spreads, which helps us to get in and out of the market. Using the right broker can help us try different strategies. With multiple options of brokers on the web, here at Stocksnipertrading, we have a recommended broker, that is, HankoTrade. With spreads as low as 0 pips and leverage up to 500x, HankoTrade is just one click away. With multiple account types to choose from, you also have a minimum deposit of $10. Using HankoTrade's affiliate program, refer a friend and earn up to a 40% commission on trading volume. Built by traders, for traders. HankoTrade.
Recording in progress.
Hey guys, welcome to Stocksnipertrading. My name is Ron, my partner is Dave. Welcome everybody. It's Thursday, August the 10th. It's just after 11 a.m. Eastern. I hope everybody's having a great day today. Thank you everyone for joining. I appreciate everybody in the Zoom and YouTube. Welcome everybody. Welcome Dennis, I see Martin, Promelo, welcome Rodney, Juan, welcome Patrick, welcome, and everybody that's also tuning in from YouTube. Thank you guys for joining. I appreciate you guys. So what we're going to do today is we're going to just analyze the markets. We're going to do some charting and we'll look for some setups today. I hope you guys enjoyed yesterday's YouTube session, guys. We did that like as a bonus for you guys to show us what type of education we do here at SST. We had we're starting a little bit of a series right now, back to the basics. We had our intro webinar yesterday, and then our YouTube session we did was class number 1. So it's we're going to go back to the basics, guys. I think it's going to be fun for everybody to go back and learn again the fundamentals, the basics of trading, and then get into these markets and then learn more advanced concepts and things like that. So thank you everyone. I hope you guys learned something yesterday and continue to learn something today. Okay, so with that being said, right now I'm looking at US 30 and NASDAQ right over here. This is our live liquidity feed, Bookmap over here. This is the current order book for the Dow. This is the depth of market. You can see where a lot of the orders are being concentrated now in this block right over here. I'll explain all of this as we go on. This is an indicator, CVD, cumulative volume delta. It's your transactions. So this is your total transactions. Right now we're net negative 74, so we're almost right at the baseline. Right there is baseline. That's where the market is balanced a little bit. So you can see we came down here, it just bounced right back up right over here, and they brought it right back down. So we're still below the VWAP. Offers are still pushing the market down. Today we'll see how it's going to react over here. So this big body candle was Wall Street open. So this big body candle came all the way up to here and coming all the way back down, maybe to transact in it, maybe hold, maybe we're going to bounce back up. But if buyers start getting exhausted, the supply might start coming down again and push down into here. So we'll go over all of that. But today was news. Okay, so most of you guys were aware the market was waiting for today because there was no big news Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So today we got into this. I just want to just go over this so we can learn all about fundamentals as well. So Thursday, August 10, this is 8:30 a.m. Eastern. If you were trading at that time, if you were trading any asset class, if you were trading gold, if you were trading indices, there was volatility. If you were trading GBP USD, Euro USD, anything to do that's kind of correlated with the US dollar is going to have a lot of volatility. So we have over here the first red folder, CPI month over month. Everything was unchanged. Okay, so the previous was 0.2, they forecasted 0.2, actual was 0.2. And when you have a few folders, some can cancel some out. There's some that are have more weight. Obviously this one year over year, this one's a little bit more important than month over month. So CPI year over year, we see 3% was previous. They were forecasting 3.3%, and then it actually came out 3.2% red because it was below their actual forecast. And then we have the core CPI month over month even. This is an interesting one. Every Thursday, week over week, we have this unemployment claims. Okay, and so this is affects the U.S. job market. How many individuals are applying for unemployment? So this is this directly affects the economy. So this is a big one too, with going in with CPI. So we had 227 previous. They were forecasting a little bit more people applying for unemployment, 4,000 more, 231. But when the data came out, it was actually 248,000. So that's a big increase. The number is red because more individuals are applying for unemployment. There's the job market is there's not a lot of jobs out there. So maybe this is what they want. Okay, you know, the Fed, Powell, maybe they want to have unemployment. Like it's not good. You know, I don't wish that upon anybody, but this is how the markets work, because with more people out of work, they can kind of cool the economy down, and then once it cools down, maybe then they can lower the interest rates. So that's just how the world works, guys. Unfortunately, some people are going to be out of jobs. Some people are working 2-3 jobs to try and make ends meet. It could get really bad if we really go into like a deep recession. Things can get really, really bad. Like I've lived through a recession, and I was directly I lost my job in 2007 because of that. So I know how this feels, and it's not a good feeling. So that's how the markets work. And then if you're following like the US dollar and everything like that, how everything moves, this is good to know your fundamentals as well. You don't need to get really, really deep down into this unless you really want to study the fundamentals of everything. But just understand that there's volatility. So when you're trading this time, please respect your risk management. Don't go all in. Don't over leverage. Spread, slippage, everything. Maybe wait after the news, and then you can trade after. And then also the rest of the day, all day, JPY, Bank of Japan, has a bank holiday. So if you're trading any pairs with the yen, we got days off today. Okay, so let's go back to the charts. And here's the, like, if we just look at the news, 8:30, you see the volatility? Like 8:30, it came up, US 30 came back down. Came up, back down, then they came all the way down. So it's volatile. But then if you kind of maybe don't trade the news, you wait a little bit, look at Wall Street, how clean Wall Street open was, where it had this nice big bullish move right after. So if you do not trade news, don't worry about it. There's always going to be another trade. There's always going to be a better time where maybe spreads are much better. There's less slippage in the market. Things like that. Like, I know everyone wants to trade news. It's exciting, but sometimes it's just you don't need to. You know, don't worry about it. You can trade after. Okay, if that makes sense. So let's get started with a top-down analysis. I'm going to do a quicker one because yesterday was really thorough top-down analysis. We were really educating yesterday. I know some of you guys want to get into the markets and trade. That's understandable. We all do, but we got to also learn how to do this, okay? And everyone on Zoom, I was just saying, so some of you guys have messaged me and said that you've already hit your daily goals. For accountability, I tell you guys, message me. You know, if you need me to tell you to stop trading, some of you guys do need that discipline. I'm that guy for you. I will tell you. But don't apologize to me that you hit your profits today and you feel bad not trading. That's amazing. All I recommend for you is just get out of the markets, learn the discipline to stop trading, okay? Learn how to do this day in and day out, over and over. Get your first profitable week. Get your first profitable month. Some of you guys are doing that. Some of you guys are working on your first profitable quarter. Some of you guys are working on your first profitable year. You know, it's amazing to see this in such a short time here, guys. So really proud of you guys. So I'm going to get started with the daily. I'm going to do a little bit quicker analysis. I'm going to show you how we can go a little bit faster with some analysis. So remember what we were talking about yesterday, this big double bottom where we consolidated and we broke out. Then we're consolidating right in this range right over here. And it came down, back up, came down, back up, inside bar, indecision, and today with news. Okay, so let's follow today's daily candle. Where did we open? We opened right where we closed, and was there any drawdown today? I'm asking you guys questions. So if I ask you guys questions, answer. Like, it might be simple questions, but it will help everybody learn. Did we have drawdown today? It might be a simple basic question. Everyone's going to say, Ron, that's a silly question. But some people are learning today. So did it opened? Okay, let's just go through the fundamentals of a candlestick. It opened. Did it drop today? No, obviously we can see that. Okay, there was just a little tiny wick, just a little bit. So what is that telling us? It's telling us that there's a lot of bids, a block in this market over here. Yesterday, if we look at it, it came into this block and it picked up the orders. The day before, it came down in here, pick up the orders. This day it gapped up and picked up the orders. So just by seeing this, there is some good demand in the market here. So it didn't, how far down did it come down to? It didn't. But if it comes all the way back down, today, tomorrow, next week, at some time, if we break this area, possibly, maybe come down to here. Why here? I look at physical bodies and structure. So over here it was side by side, open, close, open. Here's like a body. There's a gap in the market. Sometimes you can put it at the gap if you like, but I want more touches. So I get some touches here at the body. I get a touch here at the body, and then I get yesterday's low wick. So that's kind of telling me if we do come down in here, that's where we could possibly go. Right now we don't have to worry about that today because our volume is all the way up here. That's far away. So we got to continue. What did we do today? So we opened higher low, continued to push up. We came up to 50% of yesterday's body. Okay, did you guys do this? 50% of yesterday's body is right there, just by eyeballing it. Okay, I'm not doing anything special here. I'm just looking at half of it, where it opened and where it closed. Half of it is right there, the yellow line. If I now want to like manipulate it and adjust it a little bit, I can start to see right over here. Here was a wick off. Here was a wick right off of it. A wick just pushed down a little bit. But then I get these bodies, body. So if I kind of just want to, just manipulate it myself, I can put it right in there. So if we do now come back down, that might be a point of interest right there. But we came right through it today and we continued to push up. What did we do at the open of yesterday? We engulfed it. Okay, we came right above there. So we came up today right up to yesterday's open, continued to push, and we came all the way and we filled yesterday's wick and we popped. So just like on a 5-minute candle, when we're looking at these moves, if you are a daily trader and you're following a daily candle, you're following this move right up to there. And what happened when we got up there? We popped. And where did we go? To target this area. This was a point of interest. And what happened when we got up here? Why this area point of interest? Because this is a serious area in the market. Here's a body, a wick came on the yellow line, went back up. Here's like a body. Here's a green candle that came up to this yellow line, rejected. Here's where it pushed on this big daily bullish candle, and next day they opened it red right away and pushed it down. We actually broke above that. So there's our daily high. We cut into this big liquidity over here. And now, since we hit up there, 35,590, almost 600, we got up there, purple for our daily high, okay? And then what do we have now? We can draw like our zones now. So anything above here, this is like supply. All of those wicks got rejected. That volume got pushed down. We got rejected there. Right over there, we got rejected today. So bring this now. You've identified a zone. Make it red. Bring it across. Maybe at another time. Maybe tomorrow we're going to try and come back up here. Maybe today it comes back up. Who knows? But right now, let's make a red box, identify it as some supply. Where's our demand in the market on the daily? Right below here. So if I look at this area now, like 50% of this bullish candle held, bring it over there, it held that wick. And then coming into here, if I still draw that zone across and I make it green, then I just see that this was a fake out candle that closed below there. They gapped it up and they came right back up. And then as these candles came down, they broke this demand area. They were impulse breaks. They came down, back up, came down, back up. We closed and we're still holding this area. So now this is our range on the daily. We're trading in between here. It's still consolidating. It might trade inside here for the next few days. But if we do get this bigger breakout at some point, if it does, break above here and continuing like a bullish flag pattern where we rallied all the way up here, could be flagging in here. If it does break out here at some point, our impulse move is right there, 35,720. That would be our impulse move. And then if we pop above those wicks, where could we go? You got to look to the left of the chart in order to find where it could possibly go. Look to the left, and then we were talking about this yesterday, this impulse candle right there, 35,837, and we can continue to look. That's the all-time high up there, almost 37K. So we can start to analyze up there when we get up there. Right now we don't have to worry about that, because today when it came up, we're pushing down now. Sellers are currently in control, but we still have this inverted hammer candle. We still have the big body of buyers that started the day. They're still in the market, okay? So now it's going to get interesting. Now it might come to like a point of control where it consolidates or it battles between the buyers and sellers for the most important area of the bar, right in the middle of it. Like if we look at the entire range where it opened and went up here, we're coming down. This is about halfway. So this is kind of like a point of control. And now what I do is I move to a lower time frame now. Some of you guys go to 4 hour. That's great. You know, some of you guys go to 1 hour. It doesn't matter. It just, if you go to 4 hour, you get a little bit more data. If you want to jump right into the hourly candles, you can do that. So these are the hourly moves. So now what I look for are specific times in the market. Like over here, this was yesterday Wall Street. We had a red open. We came down here at noon, and then remember guys, we got in the call at 1 o'clock and we had this leg coming up, and then we ended the call at 3, and in power hour, big red candle come all the way right back down. There was a beautiful sell at 3:30 p.m. Eastern yesterday. It was set up perfectly. Like if you guys know what I mean, if you guys were trading yesterday at 3:30 p.m. Eastern, the last 30 minutes of Wall Street, it was an unbelievable sell setup. It was perfect with minimal to no drawdown. If you guys had the zone set up correctly, how many of you guys sold yesterday? Let me just ask. I know there was a lot of guys in our group that took it, and it was a really nice sell. Yeah, sometimes, Tim, it flows really, really nice power hours. Sometimes, you know, that 1 week we were trading it, it was really choppy. It could have been the summer months. As we get more into end of August, early September, the volume will really start to flow nicely. And then over here, we got the Asian session. Okay, it's not my favorite session to trade, but some of you guys do really well with it. I just like trading more volume, myself personally. I like bigger moves, fast moves. I'm a scalper. But Asian session is great for learning, guys. If you can learn in the Asian session, I really do stress and recommend that you do learn in that session. It's less volatile, and you can really concentrate on learning technicals. And then over here, 8 a.m. news. Okay, so what happened? We opened, came down red, okay, right down into this area, okay, the block right in here, and it continued to push up. That's important that it took out this high, and we closed with some nice volume. Then we moved into Wall Street again, open red, come down right down to this base right here, 50%, guys. Okay, how many of you guys are getting much better at this? Like, I don't know how to stress this anymore. The 50% rule, it's so critical in trading. It's the heart of mathematics. The 50%, okay, it's just beautiful the way how everything lines up. If you look at half of this green candle, okay, right there, bring it across, these small bars, 4 a.m., 5 a.m., 6 a.m., 7 a.m., small little flag, and then we get in here. This is where we have that crazy volatility with the CPI. Then we held, like, look at where the volume held. Yes, it did come down there, but they came down to take out the pending orders, grab the liquidity down there. They brought it right back up, and this area held. And we'll see again if it's coming down, if it's going to hold right here. So right now in the hourly, over here, we're just below it right there, I'm going to draw like a little green box. And to see how we react if it comes down here, okay, I'm going to go down to like right over, catch that wick right there, okay. So this is our hourly support. I also keep a white line, but I'm going to show you a green box to see what happens here. And when we came up, Wall Street, really nice move. We opened again green, we tapped the high up there, and since then we came all the way down here, and it came, and look at where it closed. It roughly closed a little bit more than, if I'm just looking at this green candle, half of it was right around this range, okay. So now the next hourly candle, it opened, did it come up? No. So it got rejected. We're filling the wick, and it's going to pop a little bit. If this closes in the next 36 minutes, engulfing this entire green bar, then we might continue to maybe push and break down and fill this wick and come down. Then I see like a head and shoulder pattern where we got like a left shoulder, the big head that broke out in Wall Street coming right back down. If we start to maybe get momentum closing below this area, then we might push and continue pushing down in here. Okay, I can already see where it might even consolidate if it gets down there. Like, you can start to see visually what will happen. If it comes down there, that's where it might consolidate inside here. Okay, like if it comes down in here, I can see this area trading sideways, and then maybe it will break back up, or maybe it will just trade sideways in here and then really break down, continuing to break down. So I'm already visually looking at my zones, where it could come into and how it will react. That's just how I trade. I just try to visually anticipate where it could go, and then if it starts to go where I believe it's going to go, then I have the confidence to take the trade because it's kind of playing out. Now looking at structure over here. So now this candle that's coming down, we've got some structure to the left over here. Like, you see these bodies, how they're lined up with kind of these impulse breakout wicks. So this is an hourly area in the market. Right over here, it impulsively broke out, got rejected. Here we closed above, we retested it, pushed up a little higher. We barcode red, green, red. This red bar closed below. We came up for a retest, a little bit higher from the bar to the white line. There's half of it, 50%, and push down and continue to get that push down. We came right back up to that white line, got rejected. Push down, came right back up to that white line, impulse break with news, push down. Then Wall Street filled the wick and pushed out more. So see the white line now? See where we are on the red hourly candle? This is what I'm going to watch to see if this hourly candle in the next 35 minutes, but I go down to the lower time frames to see if it will stay closed below this white line. Then this white line might turn into an hourly resistance. You see now how it bounced off that daily and coming right back up? If we continue come up and we close above this white line, we might pick up buyers, go into noon, and then maybe it's going to come right back up. Okay, so we're going to watch. We got to keep an eye on these areas over here. So what I'm going to do now is we're going to go into the 5 minutes, and then we have like kind of like our zones set up. Okay, so if you want to see how news trades on 5 minutes, here was CPI, 8:30, 8:35. 8:40, 8:45, new 15-minute candle come in the market and change the momentum of the market. And then we come up to 9 a.m. Okay, I'm just walking you through, guys, because we do this daily. I always tell everyone in the Zoom, pay attention to your 15-minute, your 30-minute, and your hourly switches, your switch ups. You can see right there, 8:45 switch up, bearish to bullish. Come up to 9 a.m., new hourly candle in the market. This bullish move all of a sudden turned bearish. Now we go into 9:30. This is a new 30-minute candle. More importantly, it's Wall Street. Bearish to bullish move. And then we come all the way up to 9:45. We actually got a continuation move. So, but why did it continue? Look at the 3-bar play. Green, red, green, close. Then we get new candle, retracement into 50%, hold. Higher low, continue close, and we continue push up till 10 o'clock, and then 10 o'clock we kind of had the reversal push all the way back down. Okay, so right now This is the big body candle from Wall Street, the first 5 minutes. So what we got to do now is, like, let's just go through the motions. What's going on in the market right now? We're trending down, okay, currently from here. We can all see that, okay? We don't need to draw a trend line, but I just want to visually show you. We're pushing down from here, pull back, lower high. Continue to break, new lower low. Pull back, lower high. Continue to break for a new low. This might be another pullback, okay? So what we got to do now, if you don't want to trade this zone, see how it's getting, the volume is getting really thin in here. Now that's telling us we might be consolidating. So if you kind of want to box this area in from, like, maybe, I see the green box below. So just in case there's some fake outs, I want to come down there. That was that hourly support box. So if you don't want to kind of trade this area, what we can do is we can watch what's going on. It's gonna, like, if I go back to over here, this is where a lot of the noise was inside this area. So we're right back in here. If it starts to break out, here's that white line, hourly white line. So I'm watching these 5-minute candles to see, are they going to close above this white line, retest this, might have some momentum to go into the next hour to break this trend line, and we might be looking for maybe a possible move that does something like this, back up to that yellow, maybe back up to today's double top up there, and then when it gets up there, maybe a new spike for a new high, and then maybe it gets rejected and comes down. Maybe it spikes for a new high, uses a green box, and all of a sudden we're moving back up. So if you're not in a trade right now, what we can do is we can kind of wait. If we lose this area, that's where maybe the market could continue to sell off. Like if it comes down here, retest this, then break. But we got to be cautious down here because that was that news low, 840, and then you got that big green box. But if it starts breaking bearish, we could be having a bearish day. So let's see how it holds in here. And then over here, what we can see on Bookmap is they took out the lows. They picked up the bids here at 35,400. We're now accumulating. Okay, so you can see CVD now turned from red. Now it flipped green. So it's accumulating the bids down here. But we still have offers in the market, and we're below the VWAP. Okay, so we gotta. If we're buying, we're still counter trading this move. So we need kind of a little bit more confirmation that at least maybe we can break this trend line and see if we can close with some volume maybe at this daily yellow line. Okay, so we'll continue, guys. Yeah, head and shoulder pattern, Bearish, probably. Yeah, left shoulder. Head, we're right back in the right shoulder, maybe a bigger consolidation zone. But if it continues to break down right over here, Bearish, that's where it could start to drop. Okay. Do you guys want me to do NASDAQ as well, or do you guys want to stay with US 30? Do you want me to do NASDAQ side by side? I always say I'm going to do these quicker, but sorry guys, I just like to explain things. Do you guys like how I do that? Or let me do NASDAQ and I'm going to do a quick one and then I'll ask you after. Okay, that was like a full analysis, okay, with news and everything. Now I'm going to do NASDAQ. I'm going to try and do this one a little bit quicker and then you guys tell me, do you guys like the more in-depth analysis, or do you guys want one like this? Okay, so NASDAQ, different security, tech security now. We've been pushing highs because of AI, and you guys know how that is. So we pushed up here, we made a neckline, it came back up. Did we tap for a new high? No, lower high. So they pushed it down, they closed it below the neckline. We had a couple retracements back up here, and then it was just trading sideways below this area right here, red, green, red. But now we're starting to push down, and today, same thing. Do we have a low today or a pullback? No, it's a bullish ignited daily candle. Okay, so it opened right there. That's our low of the day. Strong open, ignited. And what happened? It's coming right back up to 50% of yesterday's red candle. So let's just go through the motions. If I'm just looking at this, open close, half of it is right here. If I'm going to place a yellow line at half of it, and I'm just looking, guys, okay, I'm just looking. I'm not using any tools or anything like that. I'm just using my eyes. But over here, I can start to see it's at a good area. Here it came up, a couple impulse got rejected. Here the volume stayed below that yellow line. Look at how it held. And then it's a little bit above 50% of this green candle that started that big move. So right there, that's like, we're going to maybe tap into this right now. 15,208. It's only like 13 pips away. So we'll see how it reacts at this yellow line. It continued to push up today right there. That is an area that, like, these are your scalp zones. right there. And then our high of the day, what did they do at the high of the day? It actually broke out a little bit more. I'm going to go purple up here, and then it got rejected up there. So this area is still acting as supply, that area right there on NASDAQ. Or resistance, whatever you want to call it. Okay, someone's going to say, Ron, well, it's not supply, it's resistance. Whatever you want to call it. If you want to call it a red box, call it a red box. I don't care what you call it. But just look at this. It came up and got rejected. It came up equal area and got rejected. That's the main thing. Whatever you want to call this thing, I don't care what you call it. Just understand that it got rejected there. Okay, I can put a picture of Shaquille O'Neal up here. When we come up there, Shaquille O'Neal rejects us. He blocks us. We come again. I'm going to try and dunk on Shaquille O'Neal. It's not going to happen. He's 7'1", 300 pounds. I'm not going to dunk on him. He's going to just throw me back on the floor. Okay, so Shaq is up here. This is the Shaquille O'Neal box. He's rejecting everybody that's coming up there. Okay, Shaquille is the seller. Shaquille is the seller up here. He's the supply. Okay, this is the Shaquille O'Neal box. Do you guys watch basketball? Maybe. Or it's the Dikembe Mutombo box. You know when he waves his finger at you? No, no, no. We should put that up there. That's Dikembe Mutombo. I used to love Mutombo. When he waves his fingers, it was so disrespectful, but I loved it. Okay, so we got rejected up there 2 times. So it's telling us something, that there's a lot of offers up there. Not just yesterday, but also today. So the market is waiting to sell down. But look at now the offers, how they're being lowered. Look at below this daily area right here. Okay, so you can see how now we're below there. The volume is currently below this area. So Shaquille O'Neal is down here now. He is blocking everybody down here. So we gotta, can Shaquille O'Neal continue to exhaust these buyers and break it down? That's where we're gonna see where we're coming down to. Okay, so as we come down now, where are other critical areas that we might be trading into today? It's hard to say in this area because there's gaps in the market and things like that. But when in doubt, okay, what do? When in doubt, yellow line, read the tape, yellow to purple, half of it is right there. Okay, that's how you can read the tape when you don't know. When you don't know, you can do your tape reading. Okay, maybe right there. And if we lose this body, like if we're coming down here, look over here. How did it react in this area? We still have bullish volume right here, holding, and then we came into yesterday right over there. So we still have this area as support in the market, still holding. We might maybe consolidate in here, and then we're going to see if we can continue to fill the wicks up here, or if it will just trade inside here. So that's NASDAQ right now. Let's go to the 1 hour. Okay, so if you're just looking right now at the trend line really quickly, you can see from here, higher low. Right there, higher low. So off the bottom, we're still trending, it still got buyers. Every time it comes down, we got buyers. Goes back up, comes down, we got buyers. Goes up, new high, we come back down. Look at where it came down to just now. We got buyers. Bids are waiting. See how US 30 picked up the liquidity, swept the lows, and now we're coming right back up. And 35,500, all the offers. We're going to see if we can tap the VWAP, and maybe if we can do a reversal here. Okay, so one area that I'll be watching is to see if we can close above this red box, white line, then maybe we'll continue to push up. Where could we go? If you look to the left of the chart, there's this area used to be support right here, hourly support held, then it broke, and here it broke down below there, and it could come up there. So this yellow line, I'm going to make it a white line just to tell me that that might be hourly resistance right there. And maybe it comes up and then gets rejected there and comes right back down. Then we got a lower high. We've got a lower high and a lower high, and maybe we'll respect that lower high, and we're going to continue to push down. But right now we're building off the bottom slowly. Let's go to the 5s. Okay, so same visual, almost like US 30. There was the crazy news. So look at how would you have traded this, okay, unless you pipped and dipped really fast. 8:30. It was green. If you didn't do anything, it came right back down. You're in trouble. Came back up. If you don't do anything, you're in trouble. If it goes down and you don't pip and dip, you're in trouble. So sometimes if you don't trade news, who cares? Don't trade news. But then look at how much cleaner it traded at like Wall Street, where it kind of pushed and got some pips there, reversal. Now we came all the way down. So you see how it's coming right back up to this big red box. We're going to see if it can actually penetrate and close above the red box and that daily yellow line. And maybe we might push a little higher. If it starts to get rejected here, if we're still pushing down, then maybe we look to maybe sell below the yellow line, below the hourly support line, to box all this area in. If I'm just watching, consolidating it, maybe I'm going to consolidate it right into here and just watch what's going on. Okay, we got to wait for the move. If we're not in a trade, we got to wait for it. Okay, so what we got to do is, what I really want to see is how US 30 is going to react at this VWAP. Same with NASDAQ. Like if we look at NQ in the book, let's see where it is. Okay, so NQ, just going back here. So these are our these are the 30-minute time slices. So we're below the 30-minute VWAP. If I go to the 15s, sorry guys, 1 second. Okay, so the VWAP is above us. We're below it right now. It's collecting all of the bids as well. We're this critical area. Okay, we could not break above this. That's where we kept getting the buyers stuck up here, and it kept pushed down. Now we're coming right back up. We pierced through it, so they swept. Now let's see if it can hold, and maybe if we can break through this area. This is a critical area. That's why we have this big red box here. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is we're going to add some indicators too. I know some of you guys use indicators. We'll add the 9 EMA, which is the green line. So for US 30, we're right at the 9 EMA. Let's add the 9 for NASDAQ. We're right at the 9. Okay, and then the other one we'll use is the 200. So we're above the 200. Okay, have we broke below it? Not since Wall Street. So the 200 is still holding. It just tapped it, held. Let's add the 200 on NASDAQ. We broke below it, but they grabbed that liquidity and came right back up and holding it now. So maybe it's going to consolidate in here. We have another 20 minutes to go until we get our new hourly candle at noon. So what we can do is we can kind of watch what's happening inside here. Currently, like over here, the 5-minute candles are getting rejected at this area. So I'm just going to do like a red just to show us visually that if you're looking to maybe buy, we have to break above this area. Okay, is anybody in trades right now? Are you guys in anything? Fib example on NASDAQ. Yeah, we can throw a fib. It's going to get busy in here, but what I would do for a fib, like what I'm just looking at right now, okay? So Garish, it depends what we're looking for. You can draw a fib from the high to the low and catch this pullback. Let's do that because that might be the move right now. So look at what I'm doing, guys. I'm grabbing my Fibonacci, okay, coming to the high of the day, the purple line right up there, those wicks, and I'm pulling it down to our most recent low right here. Okay, so see what I did there? And now, see how the fibs line up with my analysis? Okay, so inside the red box right here, there's our 382. See where the 0.5 is? It's right at the top of my red box and at the yellow daily line. I know it's getting busy here, but there's the 0.5, and then our 618 is up there. So what I'm looking at is this move coming down, and this is a pullback now. So what is it going to do here at the 382? Is it going to get rejected, and are we going to continue to do this and come down? Or is it going to come through this red box and we're going to test 0.5 and maybe break to the 618 and then it comes down, and then we'll see if this green box, this area can hold, and then maybe we're going to shoot back up. Okay, so if you want to use a Fibonacci, that's how I would place it on NASDAQ. I'm following this move, the high to the swing low, and right now we're pulling back right into this 382 area. Does that make sense? Sorry, Hussein, for you, bro. Does that make sense how I plotted the Fibonacci? Ask questions, guys. If you didn't understand what I just did there, I can do it again. Okay, let's make sure everybody is on the same page. There's various ways. Someone can do it completely the opposite way. Someone can do it. It's all about your own personal preference. Like what leg are you looking at? So I could have placed it from right here, 840, like the news low to the swing high. Okay, you can do it like that as well, but it depends what you're looking for. So if I went low to high, now you kind of see how you get the bigger move where it just came right up to the 618 and got rejected hard and pushing down. Okay, so it just depends where you plot it. You can go from swing high to the swing low, or you can go from this swing low to that swing high. Okay, no, everybody is correct the way how you plot it. It just visually, what are you looking for? Which move? So again, if I go from the swing high to the swing low, see how it's getting rejected at the 382 here still. I'm following this move because I'm going with the trend coming down now. Okay, so like this was the trend going up, but now I'm going to go with this leg coming down because I want to see now if it's going to continue selling. I want to see if it will pull back and continue with this bearish momentum. So if it does, I'd like to see it maybe close below this one, and then I'll add an extension tool coming back down. Okay. So we'll I know it's busy, but we'll leave. You guys can see the numbers there too. Okay, so you see how volatile it can get when we're inside like a critical zone. See where it came up there and it came all the way right back down to that daily yellow line, and now it's coming right back up. So if you're trading in here, it's fast. Okay, it's very fast. So some traders, some scalpers enjoy this. They get in and out. But if you're holding, you got to understand that your zone is a little bit bigger. So what I would recommend and suggest to everybody is maybe lower your lot size a little bit if you're going to trade in these zones. Okay, so I'm just going to clean up the chart. I'm going to get rid of my daily yellow line on NASDAQ because we'll use this fibs. So I'll leave it like that. Okay, so let's go back to YM. Okay, so you see we're still below the VWAP. It came back up, but the market is moving down now. A lower low, a lower high, a lower low, a lower high. Continue to push down. So just by looking at this, if you're buying, that you gotta get in and out. Okay, you're countering. If you're buying, you gotta get in and out because the continuation is pushing down. Okay, this is like maybe where you want to maybe sell with the market currently instead of countering it, because if you counter, you can get in trouble if you don't know what you're doing. Those are nice counter buys, like for a scalper, they're really nice buys. Like that move is 60, 70 pips. Okay, but have the discipline to maybe get in and out when you're countering this current move. But the overall is still, with news, we had this low, higher low, and it's still a higher low working in here. So over here, that's why anything can happen in here. That's why I have it boxed in and I'm waiting. Okay, so Shaq is still in the building. So the buyers came up and Shaq rejected them. Okay, so if you want to think of Shaq as the supplier, he's the resistance. I think we should have took that sell. My bad, guys. I think we should have took that sell. We walked as we were doing this. It was a nice setup for a perfect sell. Man. Okay, so now just looking over here, if we push down, okay, I'm just getting it set up if we push down. If it pushes down and we take out that daily low and it drops, where's like our next area? I can see over here that the market might find a little bit support in this area, right over here, this box. So that's gonna go and tap into that wick. So before it hits that big green box, I'm going to see if it comes down here, and maybe we'll hold that green box because we're coming down now. Okay, so RSI, guys, okay, see how RSI, it came right up to that 50. That was that neutral area. Anybody's game up there to take control, but it's still the selling pressure that held and continued to push down. So we might get now where the market drops, okay? So let's get ready to see where it will drop. There might be a possible pullback, again, counter buys. But remember, if we're counter buying, we're fighting this overall downtrend that's coming down. Okay, so maybe we got to wait for it to get to a specific area. Maybe see what happens at this yellow line. See how it reacts at this green box. Maybe if you're not in a trade, sometimes maybe you got to let it bleed out. Okay, so I'm watching right now. It's dropping NASDAQ to that previous low wick. This is a very important wick. This was 840. This was CPI low. Okay, right there. And then if it drops, look at where it could possibly go. Right down into here. Okay, if you guys are in sells, this could impulsively break down into here. Right into that green box right there. Before it hits the big one. Okay, the sellers are really, really dumping this. Yeah, some of you guys are in the sells. Lisa, you got it. Tim, you got it. Lisa, you took two. Nice, guys. Yeah. Good job, guys. Iliad, you bought it 28 pips in and out in 3 seconds. Yeah, that's quite a snipe right there. And we might be getting a death cross. Okay, so the death cross is where this 9 crosses the 200, but there might be a pullback coming back up, and then more offers will populate and then continue to push down. So let's just see where this closes in the next minute. And then if it starts to break down here, what we can do is we'll add an extension tool to see maybe where it could go. Because you see how we're breaking where I plotted it from the high to that previous low. We had to pull back right up to that 382 and continue to push down. But we're now approaching that critical daily yellow line, and that's also the CPI low. So this is a little bounce off there, but let's see where it closes. And guys, okay, I cannot stress this enough. If you guys have hit a daily goal today, trading in London with Shahab, trading with Dave, right now before we even did this, if you guys are in a good situation, let's not ruin this, okay? Please, I want you guys to learn the discipline, how to do with proper mindset. Okay, enjoy. You're gonna have the best day of your life, knowing that you hit your daily goals, you came in the markets, you did it professionally, and now walk away. Okay, if you have to walk away when you're in profit, it's a good feeling. Don't feel bad. Okay, don't feel like there's always going to be candles throughout the day, but teach yourself the discipline to walk away. It's very, because you cannot treat this like it's a casino. Okay, you can't, honestly. I'm telling you the truth. I had a big problem where I didn't know how to walk away when I hit my daily goals. And our webinar was going back. If I was doing this all over again and I was 20 years old again, how would I do it? I'm telling you right now how I would do it. I needed to learn the discipline to walk away while I was in profit. I didn't know how to do that before, and then that's where I kept giving money back to the markets and then go through that vicious cycle again. So I'm telling you guys right now, like, if I knew this a long time ago, my situation would have been completely different. So I don't want you guys to do what I did. If you got your goals or exceeded your goals, fantastic. Now just stop trading and go and review your trades. Why did you do so well today? Then look at those setups. That setup you might see again tomorrow. Okay, and then Lisa, if you're not ready to walk yet, I understand, okay? But protect what you've made. So I don't know what you're at. Let's say, for example, you're at 1.5%. I'm just throwing numbers out there. Maybe protect 1%, no matter what happens the rest of the day. You've locked in 1%. Don't be that person that just goes where you're at one, and then, because then the psychology will destroy you. then you're gonna probably maybe give back 1.5%. Then you're back to break even. And in human psychology, what do? All of us, we don't stop trading. We want to get back what we had. That's just human behavior. When I'm up 1.5% and then I want 2 or 3% and then I give back the 1.5, when I'm at break even, that's when you can't stop trading. That's when you're going to trade even more, because you know what it felt like to be up in money and now you're back to break even, so you want to go back. And then you might not be reading the market correctly. Then all of a sudden you're maybe down 1%, 1.5. And then what do we do when we're down? We're pissed off. We revenge trade. We bump up our lot sizes to make up the difference, and then before you know it, we've lost a 1.5% day positive turned into 3% minus. And then you gotta live with that, you gotta sleep with that, and then you gotta trade with that tomorrow. It's a horrible, vicious cycle that the markets play with us. It's the way how we're programmed as humans. So us, we have to flip the algorithm. Okay, if you guys understand what I'm saying, you got to trade like a robot. You got to trade like how the markets trade. They trade with bots. They don't trade with humans anymore. They don't trade on emotions. You have to be a robot and discipline yourself to walk out of the markets when you get it. You will feel so much better. Your mindset will be so much better. You'll be so excited to come back and trade the markets the next day. Yeah, Dave is on here, guys. Shoutouts to Dave. Yeah, Dave killed gold and Dow in New York. That's why I'm trying to say, guys. Also with Shahab in London and everything. And so you guys on your own too. So just please, guys, learn this, okay? You guys want to be disciplined, consistent traders. I'm trying to tell you how to do this. You got to start sometime. You got to learn this discipline sometime. It took me a lot of years to learn this and a lot of financial losses. I'm trying to save you guys years and money, and also the stress, of dealing with the ups and downs of trading. It's not good. It'll affect your everyday life. I'm telling you the honest truth. It's going to put you in a bad mood when you're out of the markets and you're dealing with your family and things like that. That's the dark side of the markets. I don't want to spoil the call and be negative, but I'm just trying to get everybody on the same page here. Okay, so we're 5 minutes away from the new hourly candle. Okay, so we can clearly see the drop. Now, what I can do is I can grab my fib extension tool for NASDAQ, since we're using the fibs on it. Let me just find where my extension tool is. And I can plot it the same way how I plotted it. From the low to where it was, and then there's my extension right there. So I'm just bringing it across. So we just tapped into the 236 extension, and it might hold above that green box. Remember that green box where I said it would maybe push down to? Right there it did, and it pushed even a little lower to right there, where it caught that support right there. So we're going to see how now we grabbed the liquidity, it opened green. So if we come back up to retest, there's that daily area. So it's getting a little bit oversold now. RSI is at 30. I understand that. But what they could do is just a small pullback and continue dumping this thing. So for maybe buys, let me clean this up, okay? So I'm going to get rid of those fibs above us because they're not relevant right now. Okay? So I'm just going to get rid of those. We're going to use the extension tool right now. Okay? So we're down here. Sorry, I'm just cleaning up this chart. I know it's messy. Okay, so what we're going to watch now is this daily yellow line. Okay, we're below it right now, so that might act as some resistance right here. So let's see if we're going to consolidate back in here, and if this thing starts to move, we might have like a little bounce where it comes down, bounces back up. Then we're going to start to look for maybe like double bottom bounces and maybe to come back up in here. But if this thing continues being bearish, don't fight it, okay? Don't be looking for buys just yet if this is going to continue to be bearish. Don't go with this RSI indicator, okay? Because what they could do is they could really bleed it out right now. And then if you're buying, you could get in trouble. If you're in sells, perfect. What I would do with sells is trailing stop loss, 50% trailing stop loss. Secure, continue with a trailing stop loss if you're in a sell. Okay, let's see how it reacts in this zone. If it can get inside here, and how will it react in here? And then you see the big green box below the daily. Like, look at how everything lines up. Below the daily, right there, that was our purple low, okay, right there. If we come into that big demand box that I did, like, look at the halfway point. Look at the 0.5. It's right at a nice psychological number, 15,100. It's right in the middle of the green box, 50%. And then near the low of it, there's your 618. So if it ever dips down into here, that might be the perfect buy opportunity down here. If they really, really push it down in here. Right now we're getting our pullback going into the new hourly candle. Okay, so this could be like a fake little pump right before the end of the hour. Let's just continue to watch what happens here. What's everyone's bias going into noon, a new hourly candle? Are we thinking it might push up? Look at where it is. Like, look at this zone, okay? Look at where it's going to possibly close. Above here or below here. Critical area. Very, very important. Okay, so we're getting our close in 90 seconds. Okay, no, I'm not in anything, but I'm getting ready. So get ready for your, again, everything you do before you trade. Make sure you're on the right security. Make sure you're checking your spreads. Make sure you're checking your lot size is correct. All of those things. Just make sure everything, no mental mistakes, because those can be costly. We're going to close in 1 minute. And then soon we're going to do some like 1 minute scalping, some faster analysis. Okay, here we go. Okay, so last 30 seconds are important for any bar. Okay, so what happened? We came down to that daily yellow line, higher low, continued to come right back up. Is it going to engulf this candle? But look right above us. We got the 200 and the 9 EMA. Important. We already had the crossover right here. So it could pull back and continue to push down. This is only one leg up. So maybe we got to see it pull back and catch a second leg, and then the next leg could be the stronger one, picking up the bids. Okay, here we go. New hourly candle. Opening ignited red, opening ignited red for NASDAQ. Picked up a wick. Okay, so this could be like an impulse break if it does break above here. Same with US 30. It can be an impulse break above here. But for buys, I kind of want to be generally above the hourly line right up there. I don't want to get caught maybe in a buy here and it comes up and goes down. So I'm going to look for buys if there is an opportunity above that white line for buys. Okay, I kind of want to clear this area. Like above here for maybe buys. Because you're still countering and it could just come up green up here and then go right back down. So see how it's locked in here? It came up green, came red. Okay, so let's see maybe how if it comes right back up. It's still building, still building. This is a green box now. Maybe it needs to consolidate in here. Okay, I kind of don't want to get caught in a counter if it's not the right opportunity. Okay, so it came right up there, and then right at 11, they're switching it. Same with NASDAQ. Look at how it came right up, noon, and then 12, right back down red. So those buyers are caught in there. possibly they're going to get stopped out maybe. That's it. Like, it's a big candle. Like, those are not small candles. This red candle that just opened dropped 20 pips. You know, some of those traders that are trading real tight stop losses, they're getting tapped out in there. But it just came down, higher low. Okay, so maybe picking up the bids. It's not the best to be trading a barcoding play, red, green, red. This might be a 3-bar play continuing to drop. And if you're in sells, maybe you can continue holding your sells. Didn't come up, didn't tap anything up here. And then where I would possibly look for buys is that, like, where I will add maybe pending orders too. Like, if it breaks down in here, maybe have a pending order sitting at 35,175, halfway right in this green box. That might be a nice bounce buy. Then it comes back up, but we can focus about that when it gets there. Right now, it's still right in here. I'm going to ask you guys, what do you guys think? Do you guys think we're going to continue bearish, or do you guys think we're going to build a little bit and maybe it's going to start to break out a little bit with some bullish momentum? See, sometimes I get a little bit more aggressive and I want to catch some buys in there, you know. But I'm waiting. I don't want to get, myself. I believe it. I don't want to get caught in like a counter and then it goes back down. So in order to buy, I'm waiting for like more confirmation. Okay, now we're getting something. Okay, it came down, higher low, continued to push right back up. Same with US 30, came down, held. Let's see if it can come back up with buyers. It's going to crash and get halted, Ponzi. Yeah, that would be something. But we gotta. Have any of you been part of a circuit breaker crash in the markets? Do you guys remember in the pandemic? A lot. If you trade like mid caps and penny stocks, you'll get a lot of halts. But there was circuit breakers that went with US 30 and Nasdaq. If it drops 5%, 10% in a certain amount of time, they halt the markets. Okay, so we picked up some liquidity down here for Nasdaq, picked up a little bit of bids, still accumulating for US 30. Okay, so last 30 seconds. Okay, let's go through the motions. Last 30 seconds. Who has control of this bar right now? The buyers. It opened with the sellers in control. Came right down here, picked up all the bids. Now the buyers are in control, right near the high. Let's see, can it push and can it close above that yellow line? Maybe over here we could look for maybe some potential buys. Maybe above that yellow line for US 30, depending how aggressive you are as a trader, or maybe you got to wait up there. But let's see where it closes. Okay, so it still closed red. Now it opened, ignited green. Came up, lower high, look at the wick, pushing down. Now we're coming right back up. Okay, so this could be an impulse breakout. Okay, so you have to ask yourself now, do you want to take an impulse candle, or are you going to be disciplined to wait 4 more minutes and 30 seconds? It's an eternity. Okay, are you willing to wait for this bar to close? Because it is possibly might be an impulse candle that breaks. And if it does, where could it go? Impulsively break right up to this body, that's about 10 pips. If it comes up to like the 9 EMA or this area, it's about 18, 15, 20 pips up there. Okay, so you gotta go through these motions, okay? Because the markets will present us with impulse candles all the time, okay? So there's a time and a place when to take it. So you have to have a plan. You gotta have a plan. You gotta tell yourself, I'm gonna take this impulse candle, and you're either gonna dip, get your pips, or you have to understand that it could just come up and go down like that and maybe come back down in here. That's why you got to tell yourself, you're either going to wait for it to close, or if you're going to take impulse candles, you have to know the consequences and what could happen. It's not easy because the market will present you with so many impulse candles throughout the day. So you have to have guidelines. You got to have rules. This is where discipline. If you tell yourself, I'm going to wait physically for this candle to close, even that I know it's going to be an impulse, then just tell yourself that. Okay? Look at it now. Now the woulda, shoulda, couldas. Okay, if you took that impulse candle, did you dip out of the market? I'm asking you an honest question. If you took that, you just went up 8 pips. Okay, 8 minus your spread 1 minus some slippage. Maybe you only were up 5 pips at that time. Did you do anything? Did you? No, probably not. I don't know, depending how you execute. But look at what it's doing. It's playing mind games with you. It came right back down. Now it's coming right back up. So us who are waiting for it to close, like, I'm watching it. I'm not going through this roller coaster right now. I'm watching it to see where it will close. Has US 30 even hit that yellow line? No, not yet. So it's just still trading in this box. See, now it's looking like it impulsively broke out. Almost. Did it tap that high? No. Now it got rejected. Let's see if it turns into a bearish shooting star and come right back down. Okay, see what I mean? 2 minutes to go. There's still could pick up bids and come right back up. Okay, 5 minutes is an eternity in the market. It's a long time, especially when you trade 1 minute candles. 5 minutes is a long time. This might be very fast for others, but just tell yourself, okay, make a decision, and whatever happens, be confident with your decision. We could have had a conversation and this could have impulsively broke out up to here. That could have been a situation, but right now, maybe we made the correct decision for waiting for it to close. Because we have to be cautious, because there's a lot of red volume above us. Does that make sense, guys? Do you guys understand why I said I'm waiting for this candle to close? And now when I look back at it, maybe I made the right decision. Because you always got to analyze every single move, you know? And this will help you control your impulse urges. And you have to understand that you made the right decision. This current time, like if it closes down there, we made the right decision by not taking that impulse candle. So you have to like journal that, or you got to know that, look at that. Like that was a proper play at that time. You know, we could have got faked out and we would be in drawdown right now. Like we would have bought the impulse all like right up there. We buy the impulse and now you're in 13 pips drawdown. Okay, how would you have reacted? Will you still be holding it? Are you panicking? Things like that. It's going to close now in 30 seconds. Let's see now how it closes. Who has control? US 30 came up to that yellow line and got rejected again. See the buyers that are caught up here? They're caught in here. They came up, but the offers are continuing to push the market down. 18 seconds to go. Yeah, that 5 minute candle will feel even longer when you're in drawdown. Absolutely, because then emotions take over. Okay, so look at now. How's it going to close? Indecision, bearish pin bar. Right. Okay, so we closed bearish inside the box. No volume closed above. Now it opens ignited again. We're going to see if it will come up. This, again, we got to go through the motions. This one, again, might be an impulse candle breaking out of here. So you kind of have to make the decision now. Are you going to take, again, maybe another impulse candle that could fill the wick and pop a little bit, or are we going to wait for it to close? Okay, see how scalping it plays mind games with you. It presents you millions of situations that you have to react fast. You got to make snappy decisions. So if we've already made up our mind that we're going to wait for volume to close, then we're going to wait for volume to close. And the woulda, shoulda, couldas, what could have happened, you know, you can't dwell upon that. If you see how it's building, like off the bottom, we got a higher low and a higher low. It is still building. But if the buyers are serious and they can get it, then what I say is prove to me that you can close it above here. If I'm willing to put my money in the market, prove to me that you can close it above this yellow line. That's sometimes what I tell myself, right? Sometimes I talk to myself when I trade, you know, and my kids are listening and they're probably saying, what is this guy talking about? But do you guys understand what I'm saying? If I'm going to put my money in the market on a buy, prove to me that you can close it above this yellow line. Then, you know where they say put your money where your mouth is? Show me. Close it above that yellow line. Otherwise, I don't believe that the buyers are serious. I believe it's just a pullback, and the sellers are in full control. Does that make sense, guys? You know, like when I say prove it to me, they're not proving me how strong they are right now. So if you're going to put your hard-earned money in these markets, tell yourself, prove to me. Don't fall for this bullshit, these impulse candles. Because if you took that impulse buy, I hate to tell you that you're in some drawdown right now. Okay, how do you react when you're in 20 pips drawdown? You know, some of us, we close the trade because we get scared it's going to break down here. But you see how it's just consolidating now inside the box. Did it go anywhere? Not really. So just inside. Unfortunately, it's not the best time to be trading in this box. We got to wait. We got to be patient. We got to be disciplined. Okay? But if you're in sells, it's continuing to move maybe in your direction. Let's see if we can close below here. And let's see if we can maybe tap the daily low and come into the big green box. That might be an opportunity where maybe we can catch a buy in there. But the sellers are in full control. Look at the depth of market for YM, for Dow right now. Continuing to push down. So I'm waiting. I'm on the sidelines, guys. But we can still see a higher low, a higher low, a higher low, a higher low. So they're still picking up bids. It's accumulating. Now, 2 more minutes coming up as a hammer candle. Again, one more time. Prove to me that you can close it above here. This is another impulse opportunity to buy this candle after it picked up all the bids now. So this is a situation where, you know, where I say there's a time and a place, maybe to take an impulse. Now you're reading what's happening below. So they're coming at higher lows, they're picking up more bids. Now they got more volume in the candle, where now they could possibly fill that wick and pop a little bit higher. But again, prove to me that you can close above here, or at least take out that previous high. Because if it doesn't take out that high with all of this volume, then it's essentially a lower high, and then the next candle could open red and come back down again. Rav, I would be careful selling inside here. I just be careful. This is maybe an area where we just got to be patient and watch who can accumulate more here. Okay, so we got 35 seconds. Remember the last 30 seconds. Who has momentum? Who can, look at it again, another impulse break with a lower high. Okay, see what I mean? This can play mind games with you, like, and it can cause you like to get in and panic and then close a trade down here, and you could have. So this is why if you're trading in this zone, trade small. You're speculating. You're doing exactly what the market is doing. It's got speculating with some sellers, it's speculating with some buyers, but there's no real direction currently in the market. It looks to me like it's building a double bottom. Like if you look at it like this, came down, back up, came down, maybe back up. If we get that volume to maybe penetrate through here and close, then maybe we'll populate this with bigger bids and then we go up. But you see again, guys, impulse fake break. Okay, if you got caught on that, you got caught, you know. So we just said we're waiting for volume to close, so no buys. And then now the market is continuing to push down. So you see how you can get caught if you're a buyer just by following this RSI indicator where it's coming down to 30. You could get you can get in a lot of trouble. Okay, so the sellers are still in full control. Did you guys see? Okay, I walked you through that. How many times did it look good to take that buy? How many times did it look good to take that buy? And now when we look back at it, I'm asking you guys, did we make the right decision by not buying up here? I think we did. Think about doing this on the 1 minutes. Okay, I'm a 1 minute scalper. You know how many times I got to go through this every single 60 seconds? Like, you're bound to make mistakes. Okay, you got to live with it. As a trader, we make mistakes. The lower the time frame, the more mistakes you're going to make. The higher the time frame, like if I was to trade 15-minute or 30-minute candles, I could wait all day. Just tell myself I'm waiting for that full 15-minute bar to close. But when you're scalping 5 minutes, 1 minute, you have to be very, very, very disciplined. Okay, I'm telling you guys, this is the way to do this. Thuzma, I'll do a 1 minute scalping session, but we'll do it more in the education because I want everyone to focus on learning. Like that's the most important thing to me, Thuzma, is that people learn. I hope you guys are learning right now. I know I'm not in a trade right now. I know everyone wants to take a trade, but this is more valuable, in my opinion, is learning this discipline right now. Okay, there's going to be the rest of our lives. We're going to trade a lot of candles all together, everybody. But let's learn how to do this. Okay, let's get everybody on the same page. Okay, you see now how it's building a little bit. Okay, still building. Look at these shitty indecision candles. Okay, this is lack of volume. Like it's building, but not yet to trade yet. Okay, so let's just continue to extend our box. Someone's going to get squeezed out of this move here. Okay, obviously we got sellers and buyers. The three directional move. It's going to trade either in this box, or it's going to break down, or it's going to break out of here. But we have to be cautious for liquidity grabs too to the downside, because that's our purple line, that's our daily low, and this is our big green box. What they could do is spike it to the low, grab the pending orders, sweep low, and then bring it back up, and then break it out bullish. So that's why I'm being cautious selling and buying right now. But look at the buy side, okay? Again, we're coming right back up. Full body, hammer candle. We came down, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low. The buyers, the bids are accumulating. They're stacking. Like the ladder is building. Look at the CVD 300. Okay, so it's still building, but again, another hammer candle. Can it close above here? Can it at least take out a high? Let's see what they do. Maybe they got to take out the high, and then all of a sudden it comes down hard. But let's just watch and see. Again, 60 more seconds. What time is it? 12:20. Another 10 minutes. We have another 30-minute candle. So there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. Look at these indecision candles. Like, how can I put my money in the market when the market has indecision? And sometimes if there's no trade, there's no trade. Okay? Don't force trades right now. Remember, if you guys have done really well today, that's why I'm telling you guys, walk away. Stop getting caught up in this garbage. If you have hit your daily goals, you know how nice it is to walk away right now and not even look at this shitty candles? Tomorrow might be much better volume. Maybe give it another hour. Maybe 2 p.m., 3 p.m., power hour. Might be some phenomenal moves. Don't stress yourself out with this right now. Just stay cool. Go smoke a joint, everybody. Let's all smoke together. Just relax, breathe, do what you got to do. Yeah, this is the contract, Daniela. YMU3.cbot rhythmic is the data feed. That's the ticker and the current contract right now. Look at that, guys. Okay, back down to the downside. Okay, so still pushing down. You see when you can counter moves, how much trouble you can get into? Yeah, big slog. Sorry if I'm it's Eastern lunchtime. Volume is dead. I agree. From 11 to about 1 p.m. This is when Wall Street walks away. They go on their fancy lunch breaks right now. So it's just sideways. Could be trading, but we could look for some trades. But lack of volume. You're absolutely correct at this time. Things will pick up after 2 p.m. Look at now, okay? Again, we came down, right back down, coming right back up. Has any volume closed above this yellow line? Not yet. Maybe this bar might be the one. Maro, you don't smoke? No, it's all good. Do jumping jacks, Maro. Push-ups, okay? You can get in shape. Do push-ups right now, everybody. Let's all stand up, do some jumping jacks, push-ups, do some chin-ups. You can do your exercise while you're waiting. Lisa, you'd rather smoke. Me too. I don't got time for push-ups. um, guys, unfortunately, I want to trade, I do, but this is Nasdaq is just nasty right now. Nasdaq is being nasty. Upender, love from India. I love you guys too. We love India. We got a lot of traders from India in the group. Respect to India. You guys love your forex. Empress, 10 jumping jacks. Good for you. Yeah. Guys, that's in between candles. Do some jumping jacks. Let's get back in shape now. Let's all do it together. Everybody put their cameras on and let's see everybody do jumping jacks. I'm just joking. I'm joking. Don't do this, guys. Okay, so we're just caught in here. US 30 is pushing down, but let's see how it reacts in this box or at the daily low. Okay, again, RSI, where is it? Coming down to 30. If you follow that indicator, we've got Death Cross still pushing down. Tough volume, but we're learning about what we need to learn about. A lot of us suffer from taking impulse setups, impulse candles. So do you guys see where if you just tell yourself, I'm not going to look for any buys unless a green bar closes above this area. Then that doesn't mean we're all going to jump in and buy, but now we can start to think about buying, okay? Otherwise, you could get so frustrated taking all these impulse candles. We'll get the webinars up today. We'll get them all, both of them. We'll get up. Amazing. Seng, love from Mongolia. Thank you, bro. Where's everybody from? Where's everybody from? Everybody on YouTube, Zoom, where are we all from? Thuzma, South Africa, beautiful. Switzerland, Zurich, nice. Botswana, Edwin, thank you. Wow, Botswana, amazing. Morocco, Abdel, thank you, bro. Cape Town, South Africa, Fiji, England, Trinidad, amazing, guys. Canada, Sean, yes, sir. Nigeria, auspicious, but in UK, yes, bro, nice. Guys, I love it, everyone. Look how diverse we are. Thank you, guys. Love from Nigeria. Absolutely. Chile representing. Yes, Carlos. Chicago. Gorda. Yes. Nice. UAE, Hussein, we're going to meet you sometime. Poland. Amazing. Amazing, guys. Tucson, Arizona, Lisa. How hot is it there? Netherlands. Amazing, guys. Carlos, you're up 3.5 for the week on the funded. Message me later on, Carlos. Look at me, Carlos. Robert De Niro. I'm looking at you. Look at me. Okay? Make sure you message me. I got to keep you straight. I can't have you doing anything silly now. Okay, guys. So look at what happens. Okay. So we got the buys, fake out, fake out, fake out, and then push down. So this is now the third option. It's going to trade in the box, either breakout. So breakout, close above, didn't work. Closing, trading in the box, it's now coming out of the box. So we're going to see where it can close below. Going into, look at the time now, 12:30 in the next 3 minutes. So look at what they're doing. Okay, they're maybe going to take out the low, push it down to find where the big blocks are. Okay, so if we're not in anything right now, we're going to wait till 12:30 in the next 3 minutes. Things could start to get interesting now. But if this is going to continue to push down, if you're in sells, just continue. Maybe it's going to bleed out. I would recommend like a trailing stop loss. I don't know where everybody got in, but no buys. Those counter buys could have hurt us. Okay, I'm just being honest. I know a lot of you guys were saying buy side, but we were looking for buys, but no volume close above. Look at how many impulse candles there is. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we made the right decision not buying up there. So we should be happy. Okay, I know everyone's saying, well, Ron, why didn't we sell? Okay, if you're not buying, then you can consider selling. But it's at a situation where you got to be careful too selling. You might be selling the bottom where the big block will be ready to buy. Okay, so like now, this green box, I make it red now. We're below it. Okay, so if we come back up to retest, buyers, now we're 50% of this big bar. Look at now how they're bleeding it out. Okay, so now it's getting interesting. Look at where it just came down to US 30. That was the news low, CPI low. Just tapped it. Look at it, kissed it. The purple line. RSI still down here. We don't have bullish divergence. We have nothing right now. This is like a difficult area to trade, okay? Because we've failed to break to the upside and we're right at the critical daily low and the big block. So we have to be careful both ways here, okay? Listen to what I'm saying. We have to be careful buying and we got to be careful selling, because it's just at an area where they might just bring it down and come right back in the box. And then if we're selling, we're gonna get caught and draw down because they're gonna bring it right back up. So sometimes like this, it's okay to just sit back and observe, unless this is your style of trading, if you like these moves. But it's coming to a critical bigger area, like a bigger block in the market. See now how the heat is coming in. 32, 260, 250, 270. We got 73 bids, 89 bids. So there's a big block. If you're selling into that big block of bids. You have to be careful. Patman, I used your box method on the 1 hour, 4 hour time frames and it works wonders. Yes, it does. You're trapping the volume and eventually it's going to gap above or below, but it requires a little bit of patience. See what I mean, guys? That's why I'm cautious on selling down there. Look at the flip. Okay, now going into 12:30, here we go, 30 seconds. We might be looking for those buys up here now. Look at the momentum, how it just came down there, grabbed all of those bids. Now let's focus again. Is it going to close above here? Is it going to be an impulse? Again, guys, this is the roller coaster of scalping. It's not easy. Okay, so see how it came down. Sellers, if you don't do anything at that daily purple low, it can come right back on you. Okay, so sellers, don't get greedy as well. You see how things can flip when you're in that really, really critical area in the market? And this can play games with you. So it's just at a difficult area. We got to go back green with this box. We're right back in the consolidated box. After all of that shit, we're just right back where it started, So like, why stress yourself out trading this? This is stressful. Yes, unless you dipped out of that market, like that was a big red candle. It did come down. Okay, it did. 30 pips. But if you didn't get out, see how fast it came right back up? You have to be careful. Does this help, guys? Sometimes these tough sessions, does it help you? I know we're not getting the best volume. Sometimes the sessions move better, we get better volume, but this is a live market. I can't make this stuff up. We're not back testing. Unfortunately, we got caught in a time in the market where Wall Street takes a lunch break, low volume, bots are trading sideways. It happens, guys, but I want you guys to learn discipline. Like, I haven't taken a trade. I did okay in Wall Street Open, but I don't want to just give back what I earned just to trade garbage in here. But I'm still looking for buy side. But again, let's make that rule. Prove to us that you can close a bar up here. Prove to me that you can at least take out one of these highs. Like, how can you not take out one of this high, this high, this high with that liquidity grab? That's suspicious. So that's why we got to see it build and build and build. Okay, like US 30, box it in here. Okay, now this again, impulse break right here. Another one, okay? How many times are we going to hold back from taking it? You know, like how many times? This is a nice liquidity grab where it came down, closed at the high, pulled back, come back up, provided an opportunity to get an impulse, and you know it plays games with you. It's you got that's why you just got to make a rule. The best way to do this, someone asked me, Ron, how do you not take an impulse? Have a rule. Tell yourself, I'm not taking this buy until I see a green bar close above this yellow line. Just tell yourself that and stick to that rule. That's discipline. And then there you just saved yourself 1, 2, 3, 4 impulse candles where it could have pissed you off. Believe me, I know how it is. And then yes, it might break out of here, but let's see if it breaks out. Okay, let's say it breaks out and we don't get in. Maybe we can catch the pullback, the actual proper retest. And sometimes we're going to miss out on a move. But you have to come to terms with that too. That's the other side of it. Okay, if this breaks out and it comes up here, we can't say, "Oh, I woulda, shoulda, coulda, told." But then why didn't you take this one, this one, this one? Why this one all of a sudden? You know what I mean? So don't trade like that. Just stick to your plan. Stick to your plan. That's why traders do really well that have a plan, and they stick to it. They don't deviate from it. What is the yellow line? The yellow line is my critical daily level. When we did a top-down analysis on NASDAQ, this 15,170 is a critical daily level. That's why I have it marked up there. Okay, and we got another minute. This was the first 5-minute candle of our 30-minute bar. So the last one, 1225, came all the way down, hit the daily low, came all the way back up. This is our new 30-minute candle. Take a look at the 30-minute candle too. Like, let's see what's going on. There's that daily area. Like, we need to see, if you're a 30-minute trader, got to see 30-minute volume close above here as well. Otherwise, it might just continue to push down. Okay, our US 30 is right in here, 30-minute candle. It's small, lack of volume. 45 seconds to go. Again, prove to us that you're going to close above. There's the 9 EMA. So can they close the body above the 9 EMA for maybe a little short-term move to come up to the 200? Otherwise, if it gets rejected, next bar might open red and come right back down again. You can't force trades. You can't. You kind of naturally have to have the trades come to you. You know, so I'm waiting for this full body to see if it can close. Again, and here we go, 10 seconds. Last 30 seconds. Who has momentum? Buyers are so far in control. Okay, so did we close above? Again, no. So red, is it going to come down for a higher low? This is where maybe now it's going to build to pop. Okay, so this is where, there's a time and a place maybe to be potentially looking for an impulse. It could be this candle. But again, if you tell yourself the rule, I'm waiting for volume to close, then you're waiting for volume to close. Okay, but this is building where it could possibly fill these wicks and then pop up to maybe 50% of this red body. Like if it can break the high, like right in here, maybe it can tap into there. If it can push up. Right now it's not. Okay, not yet. Ahmed, you're asking me, should we buy? Have you been listening to me for the last hour? Okay, maybe you just stepped in the call. I have no idea. But if you've been here on the last hour, we're not buying until volume closes above. I don't mean just we're buying just because it closes above. We will look for buys. But right now, again, nothing happened. Okay, spin top now. Came down, higher low. If it wasn't for you guys, I'm being straight with you guys. If it wasn't for you guys and I saw this, I would have left a long time ago. I would have been outside doing some other things. I would have been enjoying the sun outside. I wouldn't be wasting my time trading this stuff. I would have maybe came back in later on, like power hour, watch the moves. No, don't just trade because you're bored. Exactly. Don't just like that. The guys, look at that. Look at the other fake out. Like we gotta be. You guys see the discipline. Guys see the discipline. Okay. So when you ask consistent traders, where do they get this discipline from? It's just psychologically telling yourself, I'm not looking for any buys unless any volume closes above here. Look how many times we could have been faked out right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times where we could have all been in drawdown. And this one probably would have liquidated us. That was a massive red candle coming down. We probably would have closed our position there at a loss. Okay, now coming back up. 2.5 minutes to go. Half of the candle is exhausted. It came down, picked up another higher low. It's coming up. Can it take out the high? Okay, this previous high right here. With this momentum, it has to take out this high. Okay, that red line. Can it take out 15,177? Yes, it is. Okay, so we took out the high. Now, let's follow this volume. Okay, this is the impulse candle breaking out. Let's see where it will close, how it will close, where it pulls back, and we're going to go through the motions. Okay, so we pushed out of there. Nice move. Okay, now this is where FOMO kicks in. You know, if you were waiting for the bar to close and now you see this, now you want to buy because you see the big green candle. A lot of traders go through that. Okay, they see it go up now and then they buy the high, thinking it's going to continue to go back up. That's so. Again, if you said I'm not going to do anything until a body closes above here, this could be our body that closes above here. Okay, let's just last minute, let's follow it. Okay, how high did it come up to? Came right almost into 50% of liquidity. It came up there, got rejected. Where will it close? Now, is it going to close above this red line? This is important now. See our previous high that we finally broke above? Is the volume going to close above that red line and maybe retest that red line for a buy? Or is it going to come all the way back down to retest our yellow line, our critical area? Let's flip this box green in case we get it. How is it going to close? Is it going to close near the high? Is the next candle going to be ignited green, ready to pump out of here with a short wick? We've got to go through all of this. Okay, here's the close in 20 seconds. Same with US 30. Keep an eye on US 30 getting up here too. Nice move. We're cutting through all the liquidity. Let's see also US 30. Can it close above here too? US 32. Here's the close. Flip the box green. Let's see if it catches a quick wick for US 30. Ready to break the trend. Ready to respect the 9 EMA. Take out that 200 in that daily line. Nasdaq red right now. Let's see if where it pulls back to. Is it going to pull back to the 9 EMA, the red line, or is it going to hold a higher low to break this critical? So nothing yet on US 30. Where's our retest? Nasdaq flipped. Okay, so we got a wick right there. Got to see if it can take out this high. If not, we gotta let it build here. Little doji. Okay, coming down red. Is it gonna retest this red line? Okay, that was the previous high. Remember this high that we couldn't break? We finally broke it. Now look at it come down. Okay, we're retesting the red line. That previous resistance is turning now. Is it going to act as support right now? The red line, 9 EMA, is right there, holding so far. Okay, so we know that it's picking up bids right there. But it's coming right back up. We still have this big red volume. Let's see if it holds. If it holds, can we flip this bar, or is it going to just come back down again? Nothing for US 30 yet. Needs to look at it, retesting the yellow line. Okay, so nothing working on US 30. It came up, ignited red. Did it hold here? No. Is it holding the yellow line? Let's see. Nasdaq coming right back down to this red line. If it can't hold the red line, it's going to unfortunately come back down to the full retest. Maybe this is going to be a fake out candle that comes up and comes right back down. Okay, so on that impulse, did you pip and dip or not? Okay, so there's a lot of things that go into this. So we're holding the 9 EMA red line, we're holding the yellow line. Let's see now if it builds back up and we can maybe possibly continue to maybe break out of here. It's in a tough situation here. It's in a critical situation. This is where like double bottoms get created. It came down one time, come back up. Maybe we're going to come back down, maybe go back up. Then the second leg up, that's the powerful leg. That's the bigger one with bigger volume. Okay, so we got 2 more minutes, 2 more minutes. We're still red, 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 still holding. James, nice. Pipping and dipping 2% for the day. Okay, amazing. Take the rest of the day off. Go enjoy your day. 2%, that's phenomenal. Get out of these markets. Don't give back. Compound 1-2% per day and you're going to love life. Thuzman, Nas buy on Discord 15190. Okay, so 15190 is the break above this red box, like right above here. 15190 break. Yeah, above 50% of that. Yeah. Okay, so 55 seconds. We're holding the red area. Okay, so we got support is holding right here now. Holding right there. Okay, our support is still holding. Okay, so this could flip as a pin bar. 25 seconds to go. Same with US 30. Get ready. It's a hanging man, but let's see where it closes. It's coming right back up. So we picked up higher low liquidity, higher low, picked up the bids, coming right back up through here. Let's watch where it closes in the next 10 seconds. Okay, we got a flip on Nasdaq. Okay, here's the close. Close on US 30. Okay, close. We got a bullish ignited candle. They gapped US 30 down. See if it holds here. Okay, we could potentially look for, if there's a small pullback and it holds, we could be breaking out of here for Nasdaq and US 30. This, hang on. Okay, it's red coming down. Let's see if it can pick up a higher low. See if this can pick up a higher low. Small doji candle right inside here. Yep, nice flip. Okay, I'm gonna buy. I'm gonna go in buy on Nasdaq. I'm gonna buy this. Okay, I like this setup. I'm gonna maybe place my stop loss below this green box, and I'm looking for it to maybe take out that yellow daily line, maybe the 200 with some momentum, and I'm gonna look for a target like 50% of this zone. If we can get it up there. US 32, US 30 looks good for a buy as well. Okay, whichever one you want. If you go into yeah, US 30 is good too, guys. US 30, same situation. Okay, it's breaking. Maybe place your stop. Maybe if you want to be below there, and we're going to look for US 30 to maybe get up to maybe that hourly. Remember the white line is the hourly. Okay, let's see if it can come up to that daily and break, and then we'll see what happens up there. But you could be in buys on either one, okay, whichever one you like. Let's see if we can move with this momentum now. Okay, so this box I'm going to flip momentarily green. See if we pull back into this, if we can hold and build. Okay, so we're filling zones. Yeah, there we go, guys. Okay, let's see if we can push with this. Okay, this is approximately 13 pips up there, but let's see if we can close above that yellow, and if we can penetrate through that 200, this could be like a nice 20-25 pip move. US 30, come on, get some legs up here. If US 30 gets up to there, we're talking maybe 30 pips up there, okay, and then break to this level could be 50 for US 30. Okay, so some of you guys, I know how you guys trade. You guys pip, you dip, whatever you guys do. But let's see where this can close now. Okay, look at us. We're looking good, getting good volume, pushing up here. Nice CVD, the good build up of volume. So let's see if we can continue. Nice block right here of bids, right below 35,350. I'm just going to put a yellow line where the big bids are right here, just in case we pull back into there. So we got 85. We got to watch this. Okay. Here's that big resistance over here, and then there's our big block 69 up there. Can we push into this 35,400 area? Okay, we got 90 seconds to go into the close. Go to a break even if you want on either security. If you're up at least 15-20 pips, you want to like protect your capital. But let's see if we can move with this now. There's going to be some pullbacks, remember, because we do have a lot of sell volume above us. We have a lot of sell volume. Okay, so there could be a pullback. Well, yeah, look at that nasty rejection. Okay, where are we going to close in the 1 minute now? Okay, so see how we got rejected? Remember this area where the big bids were? Okay, so the block got removed. Remember there's 85 there, so we got they put it down here, 65 and 25. We got to watch how it closes, guys. Okay, is it gonna remember the last 30 seconds? We got to go through the motions. Is it going to close near the high? Is it going to come back up? Is it going to close where it kind of opened? Where is it going to close? Last 30 seconds. Who's going to control this bar? The buyers or the sellers? 20 seconds to go. It would be really, really nice if NASDAQ can close above that yellow daily. Okay, so far, sellers pushed it down. Sellers pushed it down going into the close. They left us with a wick to fill. Okay, so now it's opening red, coming back down to retest. Okay, now let's see how it holds this block right here. And now remember what I was saying about like a double bottom where it came down, excuse me, back up, coming down. Okay, so see that yellow line that could go into like our stop loss in here, but if we're giving it some room to breathe, maybe it naturally needs to come back into the box to pick up these bids. But if it holds right there, maybe it might be a higher low. But that's what we could be looking for that higher low build. Grab those bids and then continue trending up for some new highs. Okay, but right now it's retesting the box and it's holding right now where we didn't have to come into here. Same with NASDAQ, retesting the box. Let's see if it can stay maybe consolidated in here, and maybe we consolidate here and build, and then maybe it can continue to come through here. But we do have a lot of resistance above us. Okay, remember what we're doing. We're going against all of this selling pressure. Some of you guys already dipped out of the market, okay? And that's, if you do that, that's okay. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. I like to pip and dip out of the market myself. In this situation, I didn't. Okay, because I'm giving it some room to breathe. Maybe it has to come down, pick up. Okay, so remember that yellow line where that big block was? So they put it down here now at 320. Okay, so let's see if it gets respected here, if it can continue to push up. We might now consolidate in this range. Okay, now the big drop to the 9. Holding a buy and sell, Mr. MT, that's tough. It's difficult to hedge in trading forex. Careful with that too. Okay, so we got 2 more minutes to go. Big bearish candle coming down. Came into here, picked up some bids, but it's still coming down heavy. Still coming down heavy. US 30, how is it going to react at this daily line? Okay, we're still in a range, guys. It's still ranging. Strong resistance, absolutely. It is strong resistance. Okay, but we gotta also watch stop losses too. Okay. They're clearing the board. Okay, so they're clearing the board. I'm gonna get stopped out of that. I'm out of that. Yeah. If it comes up later, okay. This is an area later on this afternoon. Right now, sellers are full control. Yeah, see, this sometimes when it's trading like this, it's tough. You know, even if you wait, and you get your setup, sometimes the big red candle coming down today, it's not elevator coming down. It's tough. Stopped out. Me too. Yeah, I got stopped out too. And then it's right back in here. This is not good time to be trading, guys. Let's just go into 1 o'clock and see what happens going into 1. But these are areas that I place an alert for later on today. Okay, so like this area, I'm going to place an alert up here. At this, back up here. If the volume comes back up here, I place an alert. I'll get alerted later this afternoon about this potential buy area. Okay, it tested it, got rejected. If it later on, if it comes down and picks up more bids and comes back up here, I'm going to have an alert. Was it a counter trade? This, yeah, it was a counter, but it was building. Okay, but it's just strong resistance at the 200 EMA in this daily area. It was quick pips, you know, like I was up 10, 12 pips, but I didn't dip out. It was I was working on getting the bigger move with all of the accumulation, and it just didn't happen. So fortunately, there I got stopped out. That's part of trading. big drop. Okay, right going into the next hour. So that 30-minute momentum, too strong today. Today is selling. Do we have Twitch? No, we don't have Twitch. Sorry. Importance of pipping and dipping, JJ. Yeah, I know. But like I don't trade with. I should have done that. I would have done that because it just at that time I was up. I was really hoping that it was gonna close here. Unfortunately, that ignited candle just started coming down. I was giving it some room to test, to breathe right here, and it didn't. And then unfortunately, you have to get stopped out sometime. You can't just hold trades forever. Okay, but one advice I would give to everyone is just if you hit some goals today, just walk away. This is a tough market right now. I think it will pick up now. Like coming into 1 p.m., 2 p.m., it's gonna start to move. You caught that drop? Good. Yeah, guys, if your bias is bearish, good. But all of this junk in here caused me to buy that, and I should have held off on the buy. Should have kept selling bias. Yeah. And then watch at 1 p.m. They could switch it back up, but it could just be a pullback and continue dropping this afternoon. If they close it, like if it closes below today, this purple line, this afternoon could be a bearish day in the markets, could continue to drop down here. So this is, guys, this is a lesson, okay, for me too. I waited patiently, okay, here for the volume to close above, and I kind of caught the retest candle. It came up for a little bit, okay, not enough. Like at that, I was looking for more, and then I got caught, and then it came right back down on me. So it's kind of like the staircase going up, elevator coming down. So today is a red day, continuing red. Careful on all the buy pullbacks. If you guys are going to continue trading today, I just be careful. Just be careful today, okay? Because you can see the buyers are getting caught. I got caught buying, and so just be careful, okay? But that's it for me. 1 o'clock, guys. I will see you guys tomorrow, Friday, in the markets. What do we got on Friday this week? We're going to do New York session tomorrow. Forex Factory is not even loading over here. I'm not sure why Forex Factory is not working, but we'll look at it. Will be back tomorrow for Friday trading. So just have fun today. If you guys are going to continue trading, be careful. Okay, it's at a real critical area where could hold this daily low, trade sideways in here. Maybe later on, power hour might turn bullish this afternoon, or if it continues holding, pullback buys might continue going down, sells. It might be a bearish afternoon this afternoon. I'll be trading. I'll be looking at power hour 2 later on, but right now I'm going to walk away. I don't want to get upset with the markets. I don't want to do anything silly, so I took a loss right there. Still up a little bit for the day, but I don't want to go through that cycle again of getting mad and revenge trading and coming back and I personally don't want to do that myself. So I'm gonna be disciplined and I'm gonna walk away before I start to do something silly over here. I don't want to do that. Okay, guys. So have a good day, everybody, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you, everyone on YouTube. Thanks, everyone on Zoom, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. We'll make sure that we get those webinars uploaded and up on the website. Okay. Thanks, guys. Enjoy your day. Sorry about that. Maybe I shouldn't even have been trading this session, to tell you the truth. But now I look back at it, the woulda, shoulda, couldas. At the time and place here, I thought it was maybe a good setup to look for that buy to maybe push up to here. That was my target, up to this red box. Couldn't get it. But there's always next time. Okay. So thank you, guys. Enjoy your day. Have a good day, everyone.
Hey guys, good morning. Welcome to another live session of Stocksnipertrading. My name is Dave, guys. My partner is Ron. Let's get down to business here, guys.
In on US 30, sell. Okay, I'm jumping in. Guys, that's a 100 pip drop. Yes, we caught it. Hey, you guys, 200 pips, please secure.
Trading with a perfect broker is the key, which takes you one step ahead. At AAAFx, we have you covered. The future of Forex is zero commission. Here at AAAFx, we offer ultra low commission, which starts at 99 cents per lot. Our account's spreads start from 0.0 pips. With account leverage up to 500x, and can have a minimum deposit of $100, with an additional 100% deposit bonus, regulated by HMC Greece, compliant with ESMA, EU, regulated with FSCA, South Africa. Nothing to lose, but something to gain. Trade with the world's most liquid market provider, AFX, recommended by Stocksnipertrading. To get started, use the affiliate link below.
As a trader, we all look for tight or low spreads, which helps us to get in and out of the market. Using the right broker can help us try different strategies. With multiple options of brokers on the web, here at Stocksnipertrading, we have a recommended broker, that is, HankoTrade. With spreads as low as 0 pips, and leverage up to 500x, HankoTrade is just one click away. With multiple account types to choose from, you also have a minimum deposit of $10. Using HankoTrade's affiliate program, refer a friend and earn up to a 40% commission on trading volume. Built by traders, for traders. HankoTrade.